Hello, everyone, and welcome to this. This is just gonna be a quick little thing. Bridget's the only person available right now, so we're just doing this real quick.
Hi.
We're doing some news wrap up because Digimon Con happened last night. And by news I mean a couple of bullet points and then TCG information.
Yeah,
So
this wasn't really anything.
let's get right into it, shall we? All right. Yep. All right. So first things first is the anime news. Um, there
The
was
interview they had with Gabumon, Agumon, and Biomon's seiyus was cute. I
yeah,
appreciated the insight there.
yeah, there was a little segment at the start where they asked them questions and talked about, like, coming back after 10 years to record the Try stuff and, like, how all that felt, and that was really neat. Fucking Volcano Oda came out, the guy Volcanomon is based off of, he was cool.
I liked
So,
him. Yeah.
yeah, he was fun. They read out a
Uh,
bunch of, like, behind the scenes information.
they had asked a bunch of questions. It was neat.
Mhm.
They showed after us this video that was like, here's all the Digimon anime throughout the years, and it's like they were like listing the years and stuff, and it's the kind of video where you would expect them to be like, and now 2024, and it was just like it just kind of stops
Yeah, it just
both like
stops.
it does that thing twice, and it just kind of stops at last one was the 02 movie.
Yep.
Okay, bye. It's
Yeah.
just kind of like this is a neat video, but like I figured you'd put so much emphasis on the anime because there was going to be a anything.
Yep.
No,
No.
all right.
I believe the next slide is literally just that, yeah. Like, there was the medley, it did, like, the openings of the first 4 shows, and then the Try version of Butterfly. Not any of
Yeah,
the other openings, though, because, none of the other shows had, like, the prominent Koji Wada opening. Saber's second opening was Koji Wada, but that's not, like, the primary opening for that show, so.
yeah. It's not the first opening. It's like the one people think. It's a shame too because that's actually like I think
Mhm.
what is it Hirai?
I think so?
That's probably like top three Koji Wada songs for me.
Mhm, mhm. Anyway, next up, they went into a segment where they had Agumon VTuber read
This was so
questions.
fucking cute.
It
This I
was really
actually
cute.
but one of the last ones where he's like all tired was so cute. It actually
Yeah.
nearly made me cry.
My favorite one was someone asking, what kind of Digimon he would like to be if he could digivolve into anything, and he said, "I would like to be something that could fly or something that could swim." And then he said something like Bird Dragumon, which was
Very
very, very
cute.
cute. This
Yeah.
was yeah, these questions were interspersed throughout the show, but, like, the first section was right after the anime segment. Alright, game news. Uh, that's it. This
Yep.
slide is it. That's
They
all.
they asked about it. They asked like, "Hey, how's that story thing going?" And the producer was like, "That's going.
Yep. It
It's
is in
something will happen,
development.
maybe."
We will have information soon.
Um,
They showed the new producer, and I already forgot his name. Like, I think he was part of he was, like, the main guy behind the Switch port for Next Order, so it's
next
just
order.
yeah. It's basically just, like, the guy who was doing stuff anyway, now that Habu
He
left?
he seems to at least have like a pretty decent amount of reverence for the Habu
Mhm.
style of like games and like the way that those like he went about that. So I hope that means that we will continue to see. I mean, we have to see things first, which is like
Yeah.
kind of the big first fucking hurdle. Um, but you know, there was like there's like hope that he seems to like how things have been going and wants to keep taking
Yeah.
things in that direction. Not really like can't really say how things will shake out until fucking few years from
Mhm.
now, probably. But that was okay. They had the seiyus of Daisuke and Ken from the
Yep.
02 movie specifically on this as well.
Yep.
They did
And
the top 10 like
they
I
did.
think it's like top 10 Digimon used for the game
Popularity,
specifically.
yes. I have them listed here. So they did from 10 to 1, obviously. So it was Guilmon, Gallantmon, Beelzemon, Ulforce, Omnimon, Beelzemon again, but blast mode this time.
Blast mode.
Agumon, Mastemon, which was a really surprising pick for number 3, Warg, and then fucking Magdamon was number 1.
Magnamon! I
Very
was real happy about Magnamon being number 1. That was
mhm.
so sick.
Yeah, so because it was
Um,
video games specifically, it's not too surprising some of this stuff is on here, like all 4 specifically, because people love Rena. Mastemon is higher than I would have expected, but, really
that
cool
is
scene in
also
Cyber Sleuth, so
yeah, Beelzemon might have actively taken this if Beelzemon and Blast Mode
yeah.
weren't counted as separate things. Seemingly from the comments, women specifically really like Beelzemon.
Yes. They also mentioned that Imperial Dramon would have been on here, but its votes were split between all 3 modes, so it didn't make it into the top 10.
But it's okay. Magnamon made it instead. So I mean, Vmon gets both Magnamon and Ulforce Vdramon on here. So
Mhm.
like, I was really, I think Ulforce was my biggest surprise. I guess it's like Rena was in uh Cyber Sleuth, Next Order, and even Redigitize, even if we didn't
Yeah.
officially get that one.
Mhm.
So it has like a lot of prominence there, and people like Rena for often the wrong reasons. But
Yeah, we don't need to talk about
yeah,
that. Yeah, so, they had a piano medley of game music, which was really, really cool. It was done by Keiko, who some people might recognize as the one who does, a lot of the piano stuff for FF14. She's a very famous pianist from Japan. Really, really good medley overall, and then, the VAs for Davis and Ken did, Target, which is cool. Specifically, the beginning version of Target,
yeah,
which, it was TV size and just like the instrumental was different, but, the lyrics are the same. Uh, yeah, you know.
yeah.
Then they talked about toys. Specifically, they talked about this is I'm just gonna because this is actually like really cool. This is like a real slide. So they talked about the like 25th anniversary color Digivice, which are you can see them in the bottom left there. They're like modeled after the normal Digivices. They have full color LED screens. They're really high quality, like and really impressive sprite work. The deluxe set comes in either the orange or the blue, like, Yamato and Taichi's Digivices, and also come with the tags and crest and an art book. So I am going to be buying one of these the second they are available on the site later today. But there's also the normal version that's just the white Digivice without any of the
I
extra stuff.
actually
That's a lot less money.
I actually might go for the light Digivice one because
Mhm.
I like the look better. It's also cheaper.
Yeah.
The only thing I really want, like the crests are cool, but I won't use them. The only thing I would want is like the art book,
Mhm. Yeah,
which I'm sure someone's going to scan anyway.
yeah,
So
yeah. I want that crest so bad. I
I
need that
just
thing.
like I guess for me it's like I like the Taichi and Yamato colors, but they look kind of cheaper almost to me than the way the light
Yeah,
one was looking.
a little bit. Yeah, I get what you mean. I would
So
have
I might
preferred just the white one, but can't
yeah,
get the crest.
I might just jump on the white one.
Mhm.
I think the
Yep.
white one still comes with a card though. I think that's the one thing that's like
Yeah.
universal among all the versions is that you get the card with it.
Mhm.
I hope I don't think that card's gonna be particularly good, but man, if that card is like relevant in a meta deck, that's gonna be a fucking nightmare, dude.
Yep. Oh boy, that's gonna be it. That's gonna be an insanely expensive card. All right. Real news. Actually, there's this is the majority of this video is gonna be talking about the TCG shit they announced because there's a lot of it.
That
Um,
yeah, no, like the Digivice was cool, but so much of the other stuff was like, here's things happening. Eventually you'll get more stuff, maybe. I don't
yeah.
know. And then the DCG was like, okay, here's why we're the reason this brand is alive.
Yeah, so, I actually forgot to put a slide for it, but they did a popularity for TCG stuff, like a popularity poll. Um, Nothing too crazy. It was just like, what do you think the coolest Digimon is? What's your favorite card? What's your favorite deck and stuff like that? And they split it between Japan, US, or Japan English, which is the rest of the world, and China. The funniest thing about that was, man, China fucking loves Red Hybrid. Holy shit.
Like like 4 of the 5 was like 3 or 4 of the 5 cards in China, like of the top 5 were red hybrid cards. Like Blitz Omni
Yeah.
was number 1 purely for its usage in red hybrid.
Yep.
And then when it came to like because they also had like signature decks for
Yeah.
for, like, each region, so Japan got Imperial, which made me happy. That's,
Mhm.
like, my second favorite deck in the game. EN had this really funky, weird, like, I wanna say it was, like, a yellow combo deck or something?
It was a green alliance good stuff deck. It was
Oh, that was
very
it.
strange, yeah.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that I
Um,
don't think a single green card was in the top 5 cards for the US
and
or
then and
English.
then, uh, and then China's deck was also Red Hybrid,
Yeah.
which alongside this free I think one of the hosts is like, we fucking we sell other product there, right?" Like,
Yes. Yeah, it was very good. The funniest comment by far was Angel posting a picture of the, Takia card and being like, "This is the representative of the CCP."
oh, that was one of the funny ones where, in because it's like the entire top 3, right? Because Takio was number 3, Kaiser Gray was number 2, and then fucking Omni was
Uh,
number 1, I think.
I think so, yeah.
Takia was the only tamer card in the
Yeah.
entire like, for all top 5s because he's the red hybrid tamer.
Yep. It was so funny. But yeah, that was just like a little cute poll thing they did beforehand, and then they started talking about the actual TCG stuff, which is like there's like a lot of news. Okay, so we got the full Terramon line and the full Shumon line. We got the
Mhm.
full Terramon line, including both its in training forms. They didn't talk about the first in training form on the stream itself, but afterwards it was just posted somewhere, so we have that now.
Yeah.
They talked about the starter deck and EX7 release dates for both JP and EN. I believe in JP it's May for both of them, and in the EN it is August, like August
It's
24th, I
only
think.
a 3-month delay on those. They are,
Yeah.
did you wanna do you have, like, the combined TCG like,
Oh
related
no,
like, schedule?
I don't
I can
have
pull it
that
up for you
chart.
real quick.
Yeah, I can't put it in the fucking thing, but I'll have to very carefully do this because I don't want to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, they
Um.
are, like, we're already seeing, like, the gap on stuff closing, which is
Because
interesting.
yeah, I know. They are combined, so they're doing the, like, combined boosters again. They're combining 18 and a half of 19 and the other half of 19 and 20 into 2, like,
S
point 0.5.
special
Yeah.
special release booster 2.0 and 2.5, which is, reminiscent of how the game initially started with, let me pull these up. It was release booster 1.0 and release booster 1.5.
Yes, but, I was told those were, like, 3 entire sets in a single, like, 1.0 or 1.5, I think, was 3 entire sets, not a set and a half, so people fucking hated that. This is just gonna be, like,
Yeah,
one
okay,
half of the set and a secret thrown into one of them, and yeah.
so basically they took BT1 through 3
Mhm.
and combined those into 2 booster sets that were release special booster 1.0 and release special booster 1.5.
Oh, so they're doing the same thing because
S
it's 18, 19, 20.
Yeah, but it's like rather than just kind of randomly bumblefucking, like, free throwing free sets together into 2,
Mhm.
it's a much more clear cut, "Okay, we're going to take 19, break half of it off," which I'm assuming is just, like, entire support lines into
Yeah,
18,
18.
and then breaking entire support lines off from the other half into 19. I'm assuming, like, the secrets will be split between both of them.
Yeah.
Like, one BT one, BT19 secret will be in the first set, and then the other will be in the second set, and that's
Mhm.
how they'll do it. Which doesn't sound too bad. It's not too different from how, like, the LM stuff currently is in,
Yeah.
BT15.
It'll be, like, more than double what LM added because LM was, like, 20 something cards and half a set's 50 something, but it'll probably be fine. I doubt it's gonna make that much of a difference. Because 18 is the tame or is, the frontier set rather, it'll probably sell better with this because
I
yeah.
I put the thing in there, by the way.
Yeah, I need to screen cap it and then save it instead of opening it, or else it'll fuck up the screen capture.
Yeah. Um, but, I don't really foresee this being too much of a problem. I was really worried when the initial thing of that sounded like they were just combining BT18 and 19 into one set and calling it a day.
Yeah.
This is like it's not the most ideal it's ever been, but, like, for the sake of getting there. I
There we
I also now kind of because like people were like wondering, well, why not just do this with the EX sets? And now that we know that what 7 is the Liberator set,
Yeah, EX7 is going to be
considering
the
that
Liberator.
considering that's like the intention there is to make it like, an entirely like that's like a new product line, like promoting a new thing,
Mhm.
essentially.
Yep.
I kind of get why they want that to live on its own for a little bit rather
Yes,
than combining that one.
it's a little unfortunate that the Liberator, like the proper Liberator set, and the decks associated with Liberator aren't coming out until 5 months after the webcomic starts in the English, but, can't really ask for much more than that because, yeah, as you can see, the EX7 and the both structure decks for, or starter decks rather, for the Liberator stuff comes out in September in EN, and the, webcomic is going to start on April 24th. It'll start publication. We got a little preview of it, a little animated PV for it, and then like a little snippet of a chapter 0. Unfortunately, it is clearly machine translated, which sucks because fucking it's less bad because it's a webcomic, so it's not nearly as much text and it won't be as fucking unreadable, but still fucking blows. They also announced they're doing a novel for Liberator as well with a different protagonist, a girl named Yuki who has an Impmon, which is really cool.
I really like her design.
Yeah, it's really good.
Her
I
design
I
was
won
super good.
I wonder why you like it in particular.
What, red hair, big jacket? No, no way.
Yeah, she is very cute. Um, however, the big thing was the fact that we got, the full lines for both, Terramon and,
Dumon.
fucking Shuon. So this is the full line for Terramon, starting with Yokomon, Fluffymon, Terramon, Galemon, Grand Galemon, and Zephagamon. Um, Holy shit, this
Yeah.
might be one of the best protagonist lines ever.
I think in
God
terms
damn.
because I feel we have actually been kind of starved on proper like modern Digimon protagonist lines for a while, like
Yeah.
after Appmon, I want to say.
I mean,
'Cause
yeah, like, we got Ghost Game, but
and no, no, what I mean is like it wasn't until Ghost Game where we started actually seeing like regular protagonist lines again.
oh, yes, yeah, okay.
I think in the realm of like recent protag, which I would say is like the Gavamon line, the Lumon line,
Yeah.
and then now the Terramon line. I I like Gamamon and Lugamon, like the rookies, better than I
Mhm.
like Terramon.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough.
Uh, and I would say that I like at least Gulus and Gamamon more than I like Gilmon.
Mhm.
Every other aspect, and any other like comparison you can make, I think this is the best of the three.
Yeah,
Grand
God,
Gilmon is easily the best perfect level between the three of them, and fucking Safagamon, this is the best mega they've had since Galmon.
Zephagamon is, like, unbelievably fucking cool. So I actually went ahead and did some research because these were added to the reference book immediately afterward.
Oh
So
wow.
yeah, Grand Gale and Zephagamon are actually part of the Vortex Warriors, which are the wind. They're from Witchelney, which is like the magic area world within the digital world. There's weird. It's like a layer, a dimension. It's kind of awkward.
Yeah,
They haven't
it's
really
that weird
fleshed
thing
out.
where Digimon like operates on layers, but they've never really gone into how that shit works. It's just yeah, there's this layer called Witch and Lee. It's just I think it's like based on like a VPET thing Bandai tried to do, but didn't work out, so they just kind of
Mhm.
made it a thing in Digimon or something.
Yeah, it's got the best version of Magic, which is, Magic being an advanced form of, like, a programming language. Like, a all of the, like, Wizardmon, Sorcerermon, all that shit comes from, Witchenly, or Witchelny, rather. And, so now this line also comes from there because, Grand Gale and Zephagamon specifically are part of the Vortex Warriors, which is the kind of, like, wind elemental group, under the command of Medieval Gallantmon.
Is this like a new group? Because the only two members I've seen are Grand Gil slash Safagamon and Medieval Galamon.
I
Like,
believe I
is this
think
new, or did they just kinda say he had a group and then never told anyone what the members were? Because
I
they didn't
I
have any?
I wanna say the Vortex Warriors were established when they did, like, Medieval and then just never expanded upon it at all, and now it finally
Huh,
has any members at all. So,
neat.
yeah. Yeah. Uh, just, like just really cool stuff. Zefagumon is considered, like, a hero within the group, so probably roughly Royal Knight-esque, probably.
Yeah,
The power scaling in Digimon is weird, but, like, it approximately at that level since,
he's got the snatch twice.
of course, he has the look. He's referred to as the God of Wind, and, apparently one of his main moves is throwing both his swords as giant whirlwind boomerangs, which is cool as fuck. So, you know, that's
I
fucking
also
awesome.
like that the in training is called Fluffymon.
Yeah, Fluffymon.
It's so fucking cute.
Just a fucking solid line start to finish.
Yeah.
God, Zefagumon cool. Uh, and then we got the full line for Shumon, which, we knew Shumon and Shushumon, and now we have, Chaperomon and Sendromon. Now, Chaperomon is fucking top tier, perfect.
Incredible, yeah.
Sendromon is, not great.
No,
Yeah.
I get it.
Oh, yeah.
I even get why the stitching theming kinda goes away because that's, like, when it's meant to be Cinderella. I
Mhm.
just I there's design aspects I like the mouse army's cool. The fucking giant, like, ice heels that go all the way up to her fucking,
Yeah.
her upper thighs, I like those are cool. I kind of like the jacket. I just you look at, like, the face and stuff and the body, it's just you made another fucking Angelomon, dude, come on.
Yeah.
Even got the fucking, like, helmet obscuring half the face thing with the long flowing blonde hair. It's it makes me feel like you didn't just do it like this because you wanted to complete a theme, you did it like this because you wanted to make another Angelomon-esque Digimon.
Yeah. The fucking Digimon when there's a female protagonist line on the table. What if it was Angelmon, though?
It's I'm getting, like, really sick of just every fucking, like, slightly important female Digimon line just getting immediately hit with the fucking Coomer beam.
Amphimon is my oasis in the desert. And that is why she will remain the best female pro or well, not even female protag, 'cause she's just the female Digimon of a protag, but, you know.
Yeah. Like, it's not horrible or anything,
Mhm.
but coming off of these other 3,
It
no.
just it's so
No. Don't
and
like it.
yeah, like, her lore is fine. She lives in the volcanic area in, like, a giant ashen castle. She forcibly teleports strong people, to make them participate in tournaments that she calls balls, because Cinderella, by
Yeah.
giving them a glass slipper, so they receive one and they're immediately forcibly sent there, and, she's looking for a "prince," quote, unquote. So, that's kinda lame, but, you know
Yeah.
but yeah,
Just
that
I don't
was,
know, I just look at these fucking previous 3 and I'm like, "You've almost had, like, one of the best lines ever," and it's just, nah, this one I don't think this last one captures it at all.
it's like you really had to go with the
Eh.
hot blonde woman with her face covered by a mask, like, come on, you have so fucking many of these. You couldn't even fucking resist doing this for the fucking Frontiers one. It didn't even show up in the goddamn show. And
Eh.
Ancient Iris is still a hot woman with her face covered. Like, come the fuck on, guys. Shit sucks.
I think it should have stayed well, like, I'm fine with Chaperone, so I'm not even like, this thing should have stayed a mouse, but now seeing where this goes, I'm like, maybe they should have just stayed a fucking mouse, I don't know.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Apparently, this design already has a lot of shooters because I tweeted out that I did not think the design was particularly good. And immediately, like almost immediately, I got a reply from some Randy who was name searching the Digimon. was like,
Jesus
actually, it's
Christ.
actually really thematic because it's Cinderella and it has like a cool, and I'm like, "Oh, that's awesome. I didn't ask."
Yeah, dude, the fucking genius theming of just being Cinderella. Yeah, no,
Yeah, with its
you got
main
me.
attack, matrimonial strike. Wow, what a
We need to move
cool.
on.
This is the end. This is the last slide. There's
Is
nothing.
it?
Yeah, there's nothing else to talk
Christ.
about. Yeah, that was the end of dude.
They had
Nothing.
those they had those fucking cards where, like, that like won like popularity contest where they're gonna get like alt arts from the original
Oh
illustrators.
God, that's right. Here, let me just put on a better slide first. Okay. Yeah, I totally forgot about that. The original illustrators chose a bunch of cards that they're going to re-illustrate. Fuck, I gotta remember them now. It was Dex Dorgormon, or not Dex Dorgor, just Dorgormon. Um, Kaiser Gray was one of them. It was like 4 red cards and then another one.
The
Gallantmon.
one yeah, the one that excited me a lot was, specifically BT13 Galamon was one of the ones they picked, which is,
Mhm.
like, one of my both in terms of usability and the art is, like, one of my favorites.
Yes.
Once again, hi, Royal Knight player, sorry.
Mhm.
Um, so, seeing, like, um, just seeing, like, that one get picked, ooh, that's exciting. That
Mhm.
alt is gonna cost me way too much fucking money. The normal alt art already cost me way too much fucking money.
Yep.
But,
Oh,
I,
right, yeah.
I think
Uh
one of them was the BT9 Gaiomon.
Yes. Okay. So yeah, it was Gaiomon, Doragormon, BT13, Gallantmon, Kaiser Gray, and then there was a fifth one that wasn't red, and I cannot for the life of me remember what it was.
I'm trying to, like, go through the stream
It
right now
wasn't.
real
It
quick.
wasn't. It wasn't Machine Dramon, was it? No, that
It
was one
was
of
not
them.
a machine. It was not a machine Mon, no.
While you look that up, also all of the training cards, the agility defense, all those training cards are getting alternate art reprints in the Liberator structure decks, um, which is cool. So there's 2 versions of each, and like each training has 2 different illustrations by I, I forget which artist it is. Um, but yeah, it's 2 artists and they're doing 3 and 3 for both of the starter decks. And I think you hopefully get 2 of each, but given the fact that they're giving you all 6, it's probably just 1 of each in each starter deck.
It's gonna be one of each. That's how, in the Gallantmon and Ulforce Vidramon, starter decks, they handled the, mem boosts.
Yeah, so
They only got one
unfortunately,
of each.
I am going to have to buy 2 of each starter deck because I want 2 copies of all the alt arts. Because agility training is a very, very good card, and I run it at 2, but the issue is that I like the alt art that is in the Shumon starter deck more, but I don't wanna
Yeah.
play that deck. I wanna play Terramon, so I gotta buy 2 copies of that for the cards that are in that. Um, Very excited to see how Terramon shakes out as a deck with the EX7 and starter deck cards, since it is a green red deck that is only green in color. They literally said it is a green deck that focuses on being aggressive and resting, which is literally green red. So, and then the Shumon deck is a yellow, almost yellow black or yellow green because it's like recruitment is what they said.
Yeah.
So it's like DP reduction and recruitment, which is sounds like swarming, which is more of a green or black thing. Because you got D Brigade and then like Bloom Lord and stuff. So those would be very interesting. I'm looking forward to playing those, which is really unfortunate because they come out right after BT17, which has the Argamon stuff in it, which I think is really cool because it's the first proper green purple deck we've ever gotten, and I want to play it. So I'm going to be building a shitload of decks, one right after another, including Insectoid, which is going to be in BT16, which comes out in May. Kill me. Which is great because there hasn't been a single deck I've been interested in since Bloomlord, and that deck apparently falls off immediately once BT16 rolls around. So I'm glad I'm going from one deck I'm gonna like to another one I'm really interested in playing. Also a little bit of Seltimon, but yeah.
That deck's not gonna be, too performing, I don't
No,
think, so
no, probably not. It's like it's a red yellow deck when Shine Gray exists, so but Valkyriemon's really cool.
yeah. Okay, so I've got the cards here all listed.
Mhm,
So the cards these were voted as the coolest cards from several artists, and we'll be getting again a new alt art based on their from said artists.
mhm.
It was the BT14 War Greymon alt art by Naochika Morishita, the BT7 alt art for Kaiser Greymon by Sasasi. Sasasi? I don't know. The Doru Goramon from BT16, which is the only rare on this list actually, by Toriyufu. The BT13 Galamon by Tonami Kanji, the regular for that. The BT9 alt art for Gaiamon by Asmaria,
Mhm.
I think. And then the Structure Deck Mastamon, also by Tonami Kanji.
That was it, the Mastamon,
So those will all be receiving those alts.
which is very, very cool.
Thankfully, the only one I care about here is the Gallimon, but unfortunately, that's kinda oof.
Yeah, it's
Mm,
gonna be expensive.
you know, kinda
Yeah,
sad there's no Koki one because I like Koki's art the most, but, you know.
yeah. I guess just as a random aside, this wasn't anything said during the stream, but it's more fun TCG news. Recently in BT17, they revealed an Agumon and a Gabumon that are clearly building for a proper Omnimon Jagras deck. There's actually going to be one of those now.
Yeah,
And the art for both of them was actually done by one of the illustration contest winners. So they are starting to bring illustration contest winners as proper artists, which is
which
crazy.
they don't need to just rely on Koki and Tonami Kanji to do half their fucking
Yeah.
artwork anymore.
It gives me a lot of hope that maybe that really cool stained glass Lilymon will have more cards like it.
I really hope that the artist they got to do for, it was the Chinese alt art of, one of the Shine Greymons,
Oh
Evolution.
yeah. God, that card
I
was
hope they
so
get to
good.
do more. I hope they get to do more art for the card game as well because their art is fucking phenomenal.
Mhm. Okay, but we're half an hour already, so I'm gonna cut it here. All right, bye
Yeah,
everyone. It was
bye.
a fun con.
It was a fun con, but like, man, y'all need to start bringing your fucking shit together, dude.
Yeah.